Hello and welcome to another episode of Road and Race. This is a different type of episode. This is just a quick update because basically I don't have much time and I thought you guys would like to know what I've been up to and what the state of the car is in rather than not. So if you like this type of video, let me know and I'll do more, and if you don't, let me know and I'll just go back to the kind of normal production quality but less often. So without further ado, let's have a look at what's been going on. So still quite a lot of stuff on the floor to put back on the car. It looks probably worse than it is. Let me show you what I have put back on the car. So let's get a light. Rear suspension, that is on, and I've painted as many arms as I can, so they've been painted white. Need a bit of touching up though, but there they are. Some of you may remember the rusty disc shield that was here. I couldn't actually find what it was for. You know, some people say it's for water, some say it's for like stones hitting the brake disc. They're quite expensive to replace, and I would have had to taken all this apart, and it wasn't really part of the scope. Maybe something for next winter, but as you can see, I've just cut it off, so we'll see how that goes. Got all the kind of refurbished metal bits back on the car now. Heat shield. Diff is back in, propeller shaft is back in. You can see all the kidney arms have been painted up. It's already looking a bit tatty. Transmission brace painted up. Front suspension is on as well. And steering rack is partly on. A few things to say about the steering rack. So I've tidied up the hoses here, restored those. I'll show you a picture now how they were before and after. Not sure what metal they were made of, but there were signs of some rust, so I thought, well, just give them a quick tidy up. This lower joint here is fairly fiddly to put on and off the car. I wasn't looking forward to it, and this lower bolt here, when I tried to do it up, just spins. So I was advised that I need a new lower joint. Truth be told, I always wanted to replace it because it's the thing holding the steering wheel to the steering rack, and you know, it's not looking great. It's probably fine, but it's not looking great, and you know, I'm only going to have this car apart once hopefully, so I thought let's replace that. So that part's coming in from this week, and should hopefully maybe address some of the steering slop you get in the car. It's not the most direct steering on this car. Also, to help with the steering, I've replaced the bushings here with polyurethane, and here, so they've got stiffer bushings here. So again, something else to maybe help reduce some of the steering play. Front anti-roll bar still needs to go back on with the under tray. All the brake calipers and brake system needs putting back on. Brake hoses bleed the system. Power steering needs fluid. Power steering fluid needs adding and bleeding. So in the last video I did tease that I got a cheeky suspension upgrade from Driftworks. A few of you guessed right. They are front camber arms. So this attaches at the top of the suspension, and this allows you to put more negative camber into the wheel. So nice little upgrade there. Generally very impressed with the quality. Very sturdy, very well built. If you're doing a lot of track days like I do, then these things are quite good because you can put a bit more negative camber into your car, which helps with grip on the corners. I'll go into it in more detail in a future video, but again, whilst the car was apart, it kind of made sense to put those in. So just behind the rear wheel, we have a big hole. Big rust hole. This is usually covered by the plastic sill cover, but if you do take it apart, you find that it's probably quite rusty because moisture and stuff just gets trapped in here and eats away. So if you have a 350Z, take off your side sill and have a look, because it's probably getting bad. I'm going to get this professionally welded up in the next few weeks, so we'll get that sorted. Another little issue I sorted out was with the brake lines. Probably a common fault in a lot of cars is that this little, I don't know what this is, the twisty thing. the screw, it gets kind of stuck and doesn't move. To get the hoses off the car initially, I had to twist them out. This didn't move. So what I did was I heated it up, used a lot of penetrating fluid, and I managed to finally get it loose, and now it works again. It's basically very hard to put your brakes back together again if that's all locked. Onto the rear bumper. You may remember in previous episodes, this hanger was really badly corroded. Well, I got a second-hand part, cleaned it up, painted it, and put it back on the car. So, lovely. I've also been doing some painting. This is the bracket which supports the catalytic converters. This was looking a little bit rusty, so I've cleaned it up. Just put some primer on it now, and I just need to give it a final coat of paint. This is luckily one of the last things left to restore. Here's all the stuff that still needs to go back on the car. Rear seals, rear lights, rear bumper. No bumper on the car. Brake discs, brake calipers, bit of plastic, rear arch linings. Still got to sort out the exhaust, need to make a decision about that. Let me know what you think I should do. And then obviously more discs, under tray. Yeah, old catalytic converters. Front bracing brakes, brake discs, plastic under tray, airbox, because I need to take the airbox off to get the exhaust off. Front brace, under tray, plastic lining. So fair amount of stuff to do, but not too bad. Crack on then, I guess.